David, for this pitch, anything different from the Club World Cup pitch that was seen here last summer in MetLife?
Yeah, so the Club World Cup pitch was a semi-installation, is where this is a full profile with overlay of the artificial surface was here for the normal program. But yeah, this has had an extensive time to settle in. We've been on project now for close to just after the start of February. So once the NFL season finished, we started commencement on the works.
Next question. Could you explain just sort of how the turf has been made and the process of making it sort of suitable for the World Cup?
Okay, so this field is a sod-on plastic field. It was grown in North Carolina. It is a 8 to 10 month process to grow the grass. It is a Bermuda Tahoma 31 product. And that was selected through the venue because of the climate and obviously New York, New Jersey's weather conditions during the tournament.
How do you prepare to protect the kids from now to the tournament and throughout the competition?
Now to the tournament, so we've obviously got an extensive program in place which we would do normally, but we've got processes in place where we've got vacuum ventilation. We're going to do the hybrid reinforcement this weekend. It's quite an extensive program. We like the weather to be a little bit warmer, so the grass will grow obviously, but it's a system that we normally take 6 to 8 weeks, and we repeat until the end of the tournament. So,
How do you make sure that the pitch stays, like the quality of the pitch feels the same?
okay, so we have extensively researched all venues, all scenarios, indoor, outdoor, transition zones, the 3 countries that's involved. So FIFA has actually put a lot of time, effort into the research program. We are guided, and when I say we, the pitch management team, are guided by the research, which gives us the tools to move forward, to put the infrastructure in place to make it what it is, what you see here today.
It seems this year's pitch was installed earlier than last year. What did you learn from last year's Club World Cup?
We were very lucky that MetLife Stadium has offered their stadium up after their NFL season, so they've invested in us to have the time here to do what we need to do. So removing of the seats, make the bowl bigger, putting the infrastructure in place. It wasn't just this year, we had started the process 12 months earlier also with other infrastructure.
Do you know how many seats roughly were removed?
I don't know that, I look after the grass.
Hey guys, just one at a time, please flag if you'd like to ask a question. Right here.
Can you give us an idea of a little bit about what we're about to see or what's still happening in the process?
Yes, so currently we're doing the installation. It's been a 2-day process. We started last night at roughly 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock. There's been 14 trucks on site yesterday. We finished about 2 a.m. We then continued on at 11 o'clock this morning with the further 13 trucks. It's going to plan at the moment. We had a slight weather delay last night, but other than that, we've been on track and it's progressing well.
Can you just talk about what it takes, though, piggybacking off what she said? Is it just as simple as laying it down, or is there more that needs to go into it?
No, I think like the research and the planning that goes into this, it takes months and years to do this. Our conversation with the tournament started back in 2016. I wasn't involved in that, so it's tournament to tournament. That's how long it takes just to get this bit of infrastructure in place. And years of research, dealing with industries and like sod producers, chemical suppliers, all that kind of stuff. It takes years and years of work to get to where we are. But yeah.
And what happens if it gets damaged as a rule during the game? How will you replace that patch, or what's that process like?
We're hoping not to replace it. We've put, as I said, it's got the vacuum ventilation system, which provides very strong root zone, like we can push oxygen into the profile. But additionally, with the FIFA World Cup, it's slightly different to clubland, where we have a tournament base, so we have to have a certain amount of matches on every venue. So we run with a requirement which actually requires the venue to have a reinforced pitch, which is what's going to happen this Monday, Tuesday. So,
Is this grass any different than the ones that the other stadiums throughout the country?
No, so we do have different grasses for the tournament, but this is a warm season grass, which I explained earlier. It's Bermuda. We do have a cool season variety, which is bluegrass oversown with ryegrass, and we've tried to keep the two grass types throughout the tournament due to the fact of just playability in general.
Okay, one more question over on this side, and then we need to move on.
There are teams like Spain or Germany that prefer playing with like small grass because it's more fluent for the ball. Do you think it will be better for these teams or for those teams who prefer defend?
No, so again, I keep referring to the research program. We've got to a point now where we've got a height of cut for the tournament, so the two species in particular, we have got to the point where like we have got the numbers right with the height of the grass to get the same playability from the two species. So again, it comes down to the research. So having all these numbers in place to get to where we are for match day, to have it as consistent as possible, and we do multiple testing prior and post tournament as well. So yeah.
What are the two types again?
Kentucky bluegrass oversown with ryegrass for the cool season and the dome stadiums, and warm season is the Bermuda ryegrass. Bermuda. Sorry.
Perfect. Thank you, everyone on this side. We're going to move down.